Today we're going to work on my grow out tubs. I'm also going to go over my top 3 fish to breed for profit, and then we're going to take some fish to the fish store. Okay, we're looking at my one of my 25-gallon grow out tubs that I plan on growing out fish, and I'm using the other half, and I have been for many months, but now I'm going to get this one ready. The problem is these threads, even with Teflon tape and pipe dope, the threads on one side are really big threads, and there's only like 2 or 3 threads. I believe it's this side. But no matter what, it still leaks when I tested it. So I'm going to go ahead and unscrew them and use silicone in there like glue and screw it in with silicone. And then the important thing really is to get it sealed from the inside with silicone. That's what works. Doing something on the outside is not going to do anything. So I'm going to do a real good job of siliconing that in from the inside, and we'll let it dry, and then we're going to go ahead and fill her up with water and give her a test. Okay, I have my caulking gun here. I got it ready to rock and roll, and I'm going to go ahead and not unscrew these plugs because I've already done it really well. I wrapped it with Teflon tape, and I used pipe dope, which is a lubricant and helps to create a seal. So they're tightened up about as good as they're going to get. So I'm going to leave it like that, but I'm going to go ahead and first fill around the inside with silicone on the inside. That's really the most important. I'm going to make sure that I really fill that crack in deep, so I'm going slow and just giving it a chance to really get down, all the way down in there as far as it's going to go. I don't really want an air bubble, any air pockets down in there if I can help it, around the crack between the cap and the drum. So this is it's a 50-gallon water drum. That's why it's blue. It's classified for water. And I bought it. This is brand new, and just cut it in half. So nothing's ever been in it at all. I don't have to worry about any contaminants at all. We're really having to worry about cleaning it out. It's been scrubbed out, but it is definitely good. Now I got a whole tube of this, so I can be as generous as I want to here. But really the most important thing here is that it seals. So spread it a little bit. But honestly, that should do it. And on top of it, just like a gasket, the pressure of the water pushing down on this silicone and the flexibility of the silicone, it's going to help just to... I'm not going to waste it trying to fill in the cap. There's no reason to do that. But keys, get a nice little edge on here around the outside, so that when that water weight is on it, that pressure will still help to push that all down. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Alrighty, while that is drying or setting up, we're gonna go ahead and collect some fish that I'm gonna take to the fish store. Now, those of you that know me know that I keep a grow out tub in my fire escape, which would be a little tricky if there is a fire, but right now I'm using every bit of space that I have. So we have this grow out tub. I have guppies. These are going to make it to the pet store today. So I got a couple of nets, and I have some water that I've already taken out of this tub, and we're going to try to catch all these fish and take them to the pet store. Got 3 there. Getting lucky in the beginning. Got 1. Thought I had more in here, but these are just going to throw into a guppy tank at a local pet store here on the island. Plus I want to go ahead and reset this guy here, reset this tub. I'm going to set the other tub in here as well, and put some new fish in here. Well, if you notice, in that bucket, there's some babies in there too. So I must have had a female in there still. I thought they were all males, but there must have been at least one female. One of these is a female. No, they all look like males to me. For the most part, that one looks a little bigger with a really nice tail. I guess that's a female there, yeah. So she was a female. I thought she was a male because of that tail. That's a really pretty tail going on her. And I really didn't see the gravid spot. Anyway, so there's more babies in there. These two. Alright guys, well, we finally got out of the house. You know, I'm going to show you guys around the island eventually and give you guys some beautiful scenes and shots and stuff like that. But this channel is about fish. So I'm at my my local fish store. Now I'm not going to do any of the audio from inside the fish store. It's actually it's a veterinarian clinic as well. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on inside of here. So I'm not going to do any of the audio, and I'm not going to film anybody inside. It's just going to be the tanks, and I'm dropping off just these 5 fish. It's just store credit, you know, and I'll look at some of the fish that are in the store. One, two, three. What's up, guys? It's actually the next day. I had some stuff to take care of. I kind of forgot that I have people coming into town. I have some family coming into town to visit. So all of a sudden I've had to kind of switch over and clean house. You know, I gotta get all the buckets out of the bathroom and all the extra tanks and stuff. But I filled up the tub. The tub is, looks like it's holding. You know, the towel is completely dry, which is a good sign. But I'm going to go ahead and empty it and try not to splash any water, and then I'm going to move the tub and see if there's even a tiny little wet spot anywhere on this towel, and that will let me know for sure whether or not there is any leak at all. It's been 12 hours, so that should do that. Well, everything looks good. The towel looks to be completely dry. I don't see any wet spots, so we're good. Yippee. So this will now go out back. I wanted to show all that to you in this video, but with all the cleaning and stuff I have to do with family coming into town, I'm not going to be able to, unfortunately, but I can go ahead and go over my top 3 fish that I like to breed for profit. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and go over my top 3 fish to breed for profit. Now really, I've gone over this, and they are what they are. Anyways, number 1, I have the guppy. Of course the guppy. You know, it's a live bear. It's easy to deal with. It can handle a lot of different water parameters. You know, it's a good first fish I would recommend for anybody, especially if you're trying to breed them, or even if you're just looking for your first fish for a tank, for your first aquarium. Number 2, I'd have to say an Endler live bear. It's also pretty much a guppy, but different. And I feel like the one thing I love about the Endler is you get this feeling of satisfaction, especially if you're first starting to breed fish. You get this feeling of satisfaction because they're so prolific, almost more prolific than a fancy guppy in some ways, and they can handle all kinds of water. But I really I looked past Endlers for so long. I thought, oh, you know, some just wild little guppy, whatever. But I've fallen in love with them now, and totally have. And last but not least, number 3, I would have to say the zebra danio. Longfin zebra danio, or just regular zebra danio. I think it's a great beginner fish to breed for profit and just to learn how to breed. It is not a live bear. You're going to have to deal with the eggs, and that's a beautiful first start. The danio is also a really tough fish. It's used in laboratories. It's been used for experiments and tests on DNA and comparing it with the human embryo and everything for so long. It has been proven to be a perfect fish to breed, and it grows very fast. The eggs themselves, they grow very fast and hatch pretty quickly, and the fry grow really fast. So I would have to say number 3 is definitely the zebra danio. I hope that's cool with you guys. I've had a busy couple of days just filming and editing and trying to clean up my house and get it ready for family. But I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch this. I really have to say thank you again to all the subscribers I do have now. And if you're not subscribed, if you like this content and you want to see more of it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and share this content. And on top of that, remember you guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.